So brought up inspired, but I don't know why. Still like I'm blank, I'm ecstatic at all the static that I can still cause in the fabric of our modern society. Now Catholics are panicking because I snap back to my old antics and shenanigans. Damn, it's Pope's-matic and probably should have ran it from the Vatican. That mannequin singing back.
Southern, they show me cause they dream of me cause I'm a reposter. Never been the type to bite my words. When I came up, y'all gave me shit. Now I'm gonna make y'all eat them turds. Always say what the fuck I feel. Down here's what that murder I wrote. Man, I don't care what you feel. We keep it like this thing, baby, freedom, make it better, make it sexy and meaner. I just wanna get between them. Tell me.
We'll never play this game again as long as you live. Each other in the eyes. I want you to put each other in your heart.
Let's go.
What is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You just saw my deadlift workout from this past week. Before we get into that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions you have for me in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys need help with your training, don't forget to check out Proven Strength app. Link for that is in the description below. You get access to 20 plus programs designed by Andy and myself, ranging from beginner, intermediate, advanced, 3, 4, 5 day programs, as well as power building, bench only, and bodybuilding program. You also get added to our private Discord where you can ask questions, get form checks, talk about training, all that fun stuff. And if you guys are using the app, don't forget to tag myself and Proven Strength on Instagram so we can share your videos. All right, now that we got that out of the way, we can talk about the training. Deadlifts this week. Overall, it was the plan coming into it was to go a little bit lighter. Obviously, that was not the case of what happened, as you guys just saw. But going into this week, my body was feeling a little bit just run down. I'm also starting to kind of kick in with the anadrol and feeling physically ready, but mentally I kind of needed a little bit of a break and definitely needed to do lighter load on squat as I was in that vicious cycle of hitting my top set, kind of tweaking my quad, giving it a week rest, and then feeling good enough to go heavy again on my top set and then re-injuring it. So definitely on squat, I wanted to give it an extra week and basically just hit my last, what would be my last warm-up, instead of that top set. Moved super well. I was really happy with the depth on it. Felt very comfortable in the hole. Probably the fastest I've hit 705 in at least a long time, maybe ever, I don't know. It felt super comfortable on my back and no issues with the quads anymore. So hopefully that stays the case and we can really push squats these last few weeks. Bench, similar story. Wanted to take it a little bit easier. My shoulders were starting to get a little beat up and the plan was kind of go in between if I wanted to just basically see how my last warm up or top set felt. I took 245 kilos, 540 pounds as my top single. It moved pretty well, but I didn't feel comfortable if I were to go up to, say, 260, which is what I would have wanted to comfortably hit if I had felt good with the 245. And it wasn't quite there, so decided to call the 245 as my last set, and I'm happy with that decision. Again, feeling good again and gonna make a push on bench these last few weeks. Moving on to deadlift now. It was an interesting choice, or interesting day. Warm-ups were moving really well. Could tell you my energy was pretty flatline. It wasn't like higher, it wasn't really low, but it was kind of just right at like a standard train day, where the saying is that like you take all your training days, 50% are gonna be average, 25% are gonna be great, 25% are gonna be really bad. I would say today fell in that 50% range where it wasn't good, wasn't a bad feeling workout mentally, physically. And with that, I just kept warming up. Plan was maybe take 375 as my top set as a lighter load, top end being 395. Both those ended up moving super well. And after that, I didn't feel super confident that I would be able to hit 415, but I honestly just kind of wanted to load it and visually see what it looked like, because that's right around what I want to hit in the meet, even actually a little bit less. Visually, just kind of seeing it so I'm used to knowing what it looks like on the bar is just a strategy to use. And honestly, I just kind of started pacing around and I said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna try and pick it up. If I hit it on this style of day, a day where I wasn't planning on going heavy, I didn't really eat a little bit extra, drink a little extra, sleep better than I normally would, like that I would for like a 900-pound deadlift. If I could hit that 915, I would be way ahead of the game. And if I miss it, it's not really setting me back as long as I don't get injured, which I didn't. So breaking off the floor, it felt a lot more comfortable than I thought it was going to. I was able to get to the knees, just kind of clipped it right on my knee a little bit, got stuck and couldn't push through. Honestly, I think if I'd gotten like an extra inch higher, I maybe could have locked it out, but just got caught on that sticking point. That said, it felt very comfortable, and for all the factors I listed of not being prepped really for a 915-pound pull, I'm really happy with how that went. In college football, they kind of have the saying of a quality loss, where if like Wisconsin, they're going to lose to Ohio State likely, but if they play them super well, it's kind of looked at as not that bad of a loss. And actually, if they play well enough, it can be considered a win in a way. And that's kind of how the deadlift felt. Just going into it, I thought I was going to kind of like put my hands on the bar and immediately realize it wasn't going to go. The way it moved, I'm feeling really confident that it'll be there really soon. Finishing up with the accessories, I made a few changes from the start of the prep, which you maybe noticed compared to the deadlift video where I showed all the accessories I normally do. And for you guys that are following along with the American Pro Prep program on Proven Strength, the first change is I switched out pendlay rows for just some incline dumbbell seal rows. That was just to kind of give my lower back a little bit more of a break. Yeah, I was just having some issues with lower back, just feeling super tight. It wasn't like painful or injured or anything like that, but it was just super tight and I needed something to still hit the lats, but not add any more fatigue to my lower back. And the other change I made was switching lat pull down to glute ham raises. The reason behind that was that just at the beginning of prep, I was feeling like my hamstrings and glutes were not quite as strong as I'd like them to be. Feeling on my deadlift Felt like I was putting a lot of the effort into my lower back to lock out the deadlifts, and with that probably causing a lot of the lower back issues, which I think kind of cascaded to the quad issues. So decided to switch out the lat pull down, which I think I was getting enough back training outside of that movement. So the glute ham raises were added in. That was right around the time when I started talking about how my deadlift was starting to click again. So I think that was very much the reasoning behind that. I'm really happy with that decision. If you guys are following along with the American Pro Prep and those are changes you want to make, go for it. It's something of the case where you should listen to your body and kind of decide, make the changes on which accessories you want based on what kind of you feel like you need personally. That kind of covers the training for this week. We're heading to California next week. I'll be working out in LA area, gonna be training out there. Hopefully I get a session with Andy and all my friends out there. Definitely shoot some videos while I'm out there and keep you guys updated. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions you have, check out Proven Strength app, and we'll catch you in the next video.